Now charges have been formally filed against a Madison man in a crash that killed 3 teens. Plus, the FDA is expected to authorize a mix and match booster shots by the end of this week. This is News 3 Now at noon. Topping today's news, the man accused of causing a deadly Middleton crash that killed 3 local high school students in early October has been formally charged in the teens' deaths. 30-year-old Eric Marion was charged Monday with 3 counts of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle, 3 counts of second-degree reckless homicide, and 2 counts of second-degree recklessly endangering safety. A criminal complaint filed suggests he told police he crashed into the teen's vehicle on West Mineral Point Road while going 75 miles per hour in an area where the speed limit drops from 55 to 45 miles per hour. Breath test results from a recently filed search warrant indicate Marion was driving with 3 times the legal limit of alcohol in his system at the time. According to the complaint, the breath test registered his blood alcohol level at .242. The search for a missing 3-year-old Milwaukee boy, Major Harris, has moved to Havenswood State Forest this morning. That's an urban park within the city of Milwaukee. This is video just in of volunteers going through the park in the ongoing Amber Alert. On Monday, police located the suspect's vehicle found near a laundromat, which is not far from the state forest. Police teams and family and friends searched both the state forest and another city park in the area where the boy was last seen. The suspect in Harris's mother's homicide, Jaheim Clark, was found dead Sunday of a self-inflicted gunshot wound after police approached the house Clark was in. Harris was initially believed to be with Clark. Well, after more than 30 years of working for the city, Madison's fire chief has announced he's retiring next year. Fire Chief Stephen Davis has worked with the Madison Fire Department since 1989. In that time since, he's served as a firefighter, paramedic, training officer, lieutenant, and division chief. He was appointed as the city's fire chief in 2012. In a blog post, Davis said he made a promise when he was appointed chief in 2012 that he would serve to the best of his ability for 10 years. And today he said, quote, "My time has come and I feel like I fulfilled that promise." Let's head to the Weather Center now. Julian Rainwright has a look at your certified most C-right, that is. I don't know. What is that writing
Hey,
here?
it's all good. It's just Tuesday.
Don't just read the prompter, Mark. Use your head. All right. How about the weather?
Well, the weather's looking pretty good just to start off our Tuesday afternoon for us, Mark, as we can take a look outside. A bit more cloud cover than it was yesterday. However, plenty of sunshine for us as we're looking into around noon for our current conditions right now. We are steadily climbing to those 70s once again like we did for Monday. So we're looking for more or less the same as we did for Monday. However, just a bit more clouds, but the sun is definitely still there, and those late spring-like feels or early spring-like feels are still around even though we are into the middle of October. As we take a look at our temperatures around southern Wisconsin, those upper 60s and low 70s are still sticking around for us. 70 degrees in Janesville with 66 in Platteville, 72 for Milwaukee, and 71 in Bosque Bells. Definitely comfortable conditions as we're starting in with those southerly winds still bringing in some warmth, but a bit more moisture in our air as well as we're looking into those dew points to be in 50s for Watertown, 45 for Madison, 47 degrees in Bosque Bell and for Monroe as well. As we take a look at planning out the rest of our day, however, folks, as we get into about 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., we're going to be seeing those lower 70s once again enter into our forecast, and we're going to look to that steady decline into cooler temperatures as we head into tonight as well. But we're looking for some more clearing as we get in, Mark, but we'll talk more about that coming up.
All right, Julian, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. The New York Times is reporting that the FDA is on the verge of allowing people to get different COVID-19 booster shots than their original COVID vaccinations. The move is of particular interest for people with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, after one small study showed that those people had higher immune responses when they got a second dose from the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines. Skylar Henry has more details from FDA headquarters in Silver Spring, Maryland.
The FDA could be set to approve the mix and match use of COVID-19 vaccines as booster shots.
I think what the FDA is going to say is they're going to make it easy. You can get a different booster if you want, but we're going to recommend staying with the same brand if you can.
The New York Times reports the move could come as soon as Wednesday, and an FDA spokesperson confirms the agency has the power to make the authorization if it feels it's needed.
In the real world, all these kind of combinations or extra boosters are already happening. So I think it's a matter of some urgency.
An FDA official hinted at the move during a hearing Friday, where an independent advisory committee approved a second dose for people with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Dr. Marks, is it possible that there might be an EUA down the road, not necessarily right away, about the whole mix and match strategy?
I would say it's possible.
That's all I wanted to hear.
The FDA approval for booster shots comes as tensions are on the rise for a minority of Americans who are holding out from getting their first vaccine doses. Thousands protested in California Monday, saying kids should not be kicked out of the classroom because they're unvaccinated.
I am vaccinated, but I do think that people should have a choice on whether they get vaccinated or not, because the vaccine, has been out for that long.
And in Chicago, the city has begun placing some police officers on unpaid leave for failing to update their vaccine status. Those officers could eventually be fired. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Silver Spring, Maryland.
More than a third of Chicago police officers have failed to update their vaccine status, missing a Friday deadline to do so. A major mission is underway in Haiti to rescue a group of missionaries being held for ransom. The Wall Street Journal is now reporting a Haitian gang wants $17 million for their release, $1 million for each of the hostages. FBI agents are working with local authorities to find the Haitians who took to the streets of Port-au-Prince Monday to protest the country's multiple crises, including a surge in violent kidnappings, a deadly earthquake, and the assassination of their president. This comes days after authorities believe a violent gang known as 400 Mawozo abducted 16 Americans and 1 Canadian Saturday just outside the capital city of Port-au-Prince. The missionaries are from an Ohio-based Christian aid organization. James Gagliano is a former special agent with the FBI's hostage rescue team.
You're trying to do two things at the same time: maintain open lines of communication and prepare for the worst.
The wave of kidnappings in Haiti has prompted a protest strike that shuttered businesses, schools, and public transportation. Attorneys are slowly questioning potential jurors in Georgia who may ultimately decide the fate of 3 white men charged with killing a black man, Ahmaud Arbery. Jury selection was set to resume today. Prosecutors and defense attorneys asked the first 20 jury pool members Monday about what they've already heard about the case and whether they think racism played a role in Arbery's death. The Green Bay Packers revealed the 2 newest players to be inducted into the Packers Hall of Fame. Former left back Tim Harris played for the team from 1986 to 1990. He recorded 422 tackles and 55 sacks during those 4 years. He was selected to the 1988 Pro Bowl team. And wide receiver Greg Jennings played for the Packers for 6 years, starting in 2006. 425 receptions, ran for over 6,500 yards, and scored 53 touchdowns, as was selected for 2 Pro Bowl teams. And Milwaukee Bucks have named former UW basketball player Ben Brust as the team's radio analyst for home games. Brust will join Bucks' new play-by-play announcer Dave Kane in the radio booth at Pfizer Forum this season. Well, a record number of people signed up for the Goodman Community Center's annual Thanksgiving basket drive on the first day of open registrations. Just over 2,400 families and individuals signed up Monday to receive a basket. That's nearly 200 more registrants than the same time last year when demand was at an all-time high. Event organizers said any Dane County residents looking to sign up to receive a basket can register online or by calling 608-204-8018 Monday through Friday between 12:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of this year's Thanksgiving Basket Drive. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, the latest from Wall Street, and no need to bring your wallet, how to pay for your groceries with the palm of your hand. That's coming up.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
This is Connie Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. While things have changed, it's still necessary for families to stay connected. And when it comes to the loss of a loved one, it's important to process and grieve and honor your loved one in a way that keeps everyone safe. We're doing this through intimate services and private virtual streaming so your family can be part of the service no matter where they are. Ryan Funeral Homes are here with your safety in mind and compassionate care in your time of need.
Update your bathroom and get 11% off everything at Menards. Saving over 600 faucets from Moen in the store and on Menards.com. Moen faucets are built to last in the latest styles. Save 11% on all Moen faucets. Enhance the beauty of your home with our huge selection of durable, waterproof, and easy-to-install sheet vinyl. IBC sheet vinyl offers perfect solutions for any room. Save 11% on all flooring at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
My mom is a very outgoing, social person. She was very hesitant at first, leaving her house that she'd been in for over 40 years. She was not really sure why we needed to do this. We walked in and we were like, wow, this looks like a 5-star hotel. Now that she's here and she's around people every day and she's being social, she really enjoys her time here. When I talk to her at night, she's happy and she's not sad and lonely anymore. I feel relieved and a lot less stressed knowing she's here and knowing she's safe.
You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strips. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can find this meaty miracle by the bacon, even though it's sausage.
Whoa.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin walk-in showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin walk-in showers.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for overall excellence in television.
Millions of shots in arms gave a multi-million-dollar shot to Johnson & Johnson. The drug and consumer products maker says it earned more than $3.6 billion in its latest quarter. All told, J&J sold $502 million in COVID-19 vaccines for the period. $586 million. That's how much consumers have lost to fraud tied to the COVID-19 pandemic. Americans filed more than 269,000 fraud complaints from the start of 2020 through this month, according to the Federal Trade Commission. The typical victim lost nearly $400 in schemes targeting online shoppers and travel. The losses were higher for older Americans. Amazon is going on a hiring spree. The company says it wants to bring on 150,000 workers for the holiday season, and it has a big incentive. The e-commerce giant says candidates, including seasonal workers, can get sign-on bonuses of as much as $3,000. And Amazon says it has an average starting pay of $18 an hour. A new report from Comparably ranked the leading companies in the U.S. with the happiest employees. Adobe took the top spot. RingCentral was second, followed by HubSpot. Peloton and Microsoft rounded out the top 5. The company review site weighed factors like work environment, benefits, and pay to compile its list. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 166 points. The NASDAQ up 105. And the S&P 500 gaining a little over 30. Forget your wallet? Well, no problem. It's handled. Amazon is rolling out scanners across the country that put payment right in the palm of your hand. Amazon One, a new contactless payment system to sign up. Customers first insert a credit card, then hold their palm over the camera. It scans lines, ridges, even the pattern of veins inside the hand. The whole process takes about a minute. Ian Shearer with CNET says all signs indicate the new technology is safe and reliable.
The reality is that a lot of introducing new technology is convincing people to use it. And how much easier is it to use than just pulling out my credit card and paying that way? Go ahead and hold your hand over it real quick.
Amazon has already rolled out the palm scanners to more than 70 locations around the country, including mobile ticketing for a concert venue in Denver and a number of Whole Foods locations. Next, Julian says, enjoy today's pleasant weather. There's a chance rain is coming. He'll tell us what to expect later this week. Coming up next.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
I just saw your national TV ad with Joe in it. Can you tell me more about the money you say I can have put back into my Social Security? It's not available in my area? Did you just say that I need to read the fine print? Is this legitimate? Is this legal?
National call centers, they're just not the way to go when you can meet with a trusted and knowledgeable Medicare insurance agent from Informed Choice Insurance Agency. Because nobody knows your local hospitals, doctors, and pharmacies like your local Informed Choice Insurance agent.
What is all this?
We call them options.
Options? Don't make me laugh.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2-pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
Tomorrow morning in our Ion Education segment, we take you to Verona and introduce you to a Teacher of the Year who's breaking barriers.
And you may wake up to sunshine, but rain is on the way. We're tracking that tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
She gets paid in love from all of the kids and staff that she sees every day.
A friend to make the going easier for patients and families. See how Kiko is making a big impact at American Family Children's Hospital Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report on this lovely spring day.
I know, but everybody's putting the pedal to it because we're worried about that rain that's on the horizon. I talked to the commodity broker this morning that said he had visited with a farmer in Ohio that picked up 2.5 inches of rain. So they're going to be on the sidelines for a while. Meanwhile, I know that the rain's got to be in the forecast because we started combining at the home farm yesterday. Anytime I touch a tractor. Tell you what, though, Wisconsin farmers are making plenty of progress with the dry weather that we're afforded. According to the Wisconsin Ag Statistical Service, as of Sunday, we had approximately 32% of our corn harvested for grain. 4 days ahead of last year, 9 days ahead of our 5-year average, and the moisture within that corn right around 20%. 59% of our soybeans are in. That actually statistically is behind where we were a year ago, but again, the crop's looking real good. We've got 93% of our potatoes already dug up, and 35% of the fall tillage is already complete. You know, if you're like me, I love the weather, but even things like mosquitoes are still hanging around in October. PJ Leash, University Extension entomologist, said, yep, he's getting a lot of calls from homeowners about the fall home invaders. And those are the big three: box elder bugs, Asian lady beetles, and brown marmorated stink bugs. He said the stink bugs have seen an escalated population this year. So if you've got them crawling all over your vehicle and in your home, you're not alone. He said, really, most of these insects will disappear when we start to see temperatures 50 degrees or lower. He also said, remember, there are plants out there that are doing pretty well with this weather, and that helps keep those insects around and thriving. So keep your fingers crossed for the cooler temperatures if they're a nuisance to you. Today, the barrel cheese in Chicago gained 3 1/4 cents to 181. 40-pound block cheese was unchanged at 175. Double A butter on a Tuesday down 2 3/4 cents to 177 1/4. Marmorated stink bug, brown marmorated stink bug.
I hate those things.
But they're everywhere. And I had one on my windshield, and I'm not kidding you, I could not get him off. He was like
hang on for dear life. Poor guys, stink bugs.
Gotta get the
with the name. All right.
Tell Julian to get the temperatures down. We gotta get them down.
You tell him.
He listens to you.
All right, thanks, Pat. Julian, we're looking for some cooler weather.
Yes, that's right. We are going to be getting there slowly but surely, Pam. We are going to get to that cool weather. But for right now, we're still enjoying this wannabe spring-like day as we're in our October. So the 3 things we're going to need to know as we're getting things rolling for us throughout the rest of our week. Today is another day of some sun that we're going to be dealing with. And tomorrow we're going to be waking up with it, but still looking for that change up as rain is in our forecast now. More mild temperatures will stick around throughout the part of the week, but then we're going to start to cool off as we head into the back end of our work week. But once again, the rain chances are what we're going to be keeping our eye on and what we're really going to be talking about throughout the day. Because yes, it's going to be gorgeous today, a little bit more cloud cover, but this system that's coming in from the west, which is bringing in snow to Wyoming, we're not looking at snow just yet, but it's going to be bringing in some precipitation for us as we head into our Wednesday. But for today, as I mentioned, we're going to be looking at some cloud cover, but still clear skies for the most part, and then at warmer temperatures with the 70s sticking around. As we get into the later part of this evening, however, especially around dinner time, that's when more cloud cover is looking to build, especially as we go into tonight. Might see a couple of spots, might see some light showers for tonight. However, as we get into the overnight hours, we're looking to wake up with plenty of sunshine. We're not going to be starting to see that transition of seeing some scattered showers or even some thunderstorms pop up until we get into the late day of Wednesday, starting in from the west, coming in from the south, and we're looking at isolated areas to start to be seeing some showers and even some isolated thunderstorms throughout our evening hours of Wednesday. And then going into Wednesday night, once again, some areas are going to be looking at some showers, especially over towards Lone Rock and for southern areas of southern Wisconsin. That's going to be looking to carry on throughout, on and off throughout our Wednesday, and then we're looking at chances of seeing some more rain heading into our Thursday morning. Not a whole lot of rain, however, is what we're going to be looking at, especially since it's going to be on and off. Not going to be looking at too heavy of rain spots, but for some areas that are isolated with those thunderstorms, could be seeing some moderate rainfall, which could be bringing in a bit more of that accumulation for that precipitation. But in terms of this afternoon, once again, we're going to be looking at the skies to have a bit more clouds, but we're still looking really good with the 71 degrees. The cooler weather is on the way, but just not for today. As we're planning out the rest of today, going into this evening, we're going to be looking at those temperatures to start to cool down just a little bit as we head towards the nighttime. But really what we're going to be looking at is not just for today, but what we're looking at heading into the rest of the week, because we're looking at that cold front once again, which is going to cool things down for us. But that's where we're also looking for our chances of rain. Then heading into the weekend when we're really going to cool down, we're looking at frost to be in our forecast. So the next couple of days outside of Wednesday and Thursday, that's what we're going to be looking at drying out after those 2 days heading into the weekend. The next week, we're looking for some more chances of seeing some rain. But until then, today, just enjoy the sun, enjoy the spring-like feels, because then we are going to be going back to some more cool October-like conditions, and our lows are going to be knocking on the door of freezing, which is going to be bringing in once again, the frost-like chances for us. So that's what we're going to be keeping our eye on. So make sure that you have your rain gear nearby, especially as we head into Wednesday, Mark, because we're going to be looking at a little bit more wet precipitation as we get into the rest of this week.
All right, we need the rain, so
yeah,
why not on a Wednesday?
Exactly.
All right, we'll see you later. Thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
About 10 minutes. Today, we've got a recipe that'll have your troops running to the table. I know it seems too good to be true, but it's not.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Clean, safe, fun. I wanted it all when we needed daytime care for Mom. Oh, Grace's new adult day center is so nice. Now she goes twice a week while I'm at work and loves it.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings, whatever the season.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same. Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family. In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
With Dad's arthritis, he struggles with housework and bathing, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their age-at-home service, Dad gets the help he needs to stay independent at home. A Grace, caring every step of the way.
How come it always seems that no matter how hard we try, it's almost impossible to make really good Chinese-style takeout at home? I have to admit, that's what I thought, until we came up with this super easy version of Kung Pao beef that's on the table in under 10 minutes and uses ingredients that you probably have at home. The first thing we do is combine some teriyaki sauce, cornstarch, crushed red pepper flakes, and a bit of ground ginger. Now we cut a flank steak across the grain into thin slices. We've discovered that if you pop this in the freezer for about 30 minutes before cutting it, it slices perfectly. Okay, now the meat goes into the marinade. And after a quick bath, we sear it in a hot skillet or wok until it's cooked through. When it's done, we'll top it with some peanuts and sliced scallions, and this tender as can be beef is ready to serve. Make sure you throw on a pot of white rice while the beef is cooking for a tasty dinner your family's gonna love. To get this easy-peasy recipe for Kung Pao beef, simply visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a fake-out, takeout kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, you've heard of a bull market and a bear market, but how about a gorilla market? A 7-foot-tall statue of Harambe has been placed near the New York Stock Exchange opposite the charging bull. Harambe was the Cincinnati gorilla who was killed after a 3-year-old climbed into its exhibit. 10,000 bananas were added to the installation near the statues. The social networking company Sapien Network says it's all to highlight wealth disparity and how bananas Wall Street has become. The bananas are being donated to local food shelters and others in need. Interesting concept.
I know, right? Yeah, that's a very interesting way to, I guess, resemble that. But either way, as we are looking at a gorgeous day for our Tuesday, folks, let's take a look at the next 9 days for us, as we're looking at rain to start to slide into our forecast as we head into our Wednesday afternoon and evening hours, which could lead into our Thursday morning as well. But then we're looking to dry out as we're heading into the weekend with cooler temperatures as well. Much more seasonable and fall-like is on the way. So if you're looking for cool, it's on the way, Mark.
All right, get some rain out of the way and then some more sunshine. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks, Julian. That's our time for now. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.